Okay, Doki Doki.
Doki Doki Part 4.
Doki is back. Crazy. I'm very much enjoying this.
I'm having a blast, honestly. I did not expect to be super into this game.
Yeah, it's so good. But yeah, we're choosing poem. Who are we showing our poem to first? That's the real question. Woohoo. Probably Yuri. That's the one we wrote it for, wasn't it? So...
Yeah, but we had an awkward encounter with Yuri because you stuck your entire fist in her mouth. So I don't know if we'd approach her immediately after that grave awkward encounter.
But we have to visit all of them, so it's just who we see in first, you know?
Well, after you've stuck your fist in someone's mouth, do you approach them first out of a group? Like,
I feel
you block them and... Okay, cool, let's do it.
We can go somewhere else if you want.
No, I'm happy,
Okay, we'll go Yuri.
Let's see what you've written for today.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Felicia, this one might even be better than yesterday's.
It's about a ghost.
How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday you were talking about ghosts, and today you're talking about ghosts. That's the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining that poems were about ghosts. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Like, a ghost is like a sheet on top of a person. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Just looking at your face.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her, and I stare her dead in the face the whole time.
Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid. But seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy.
Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods.
Uh-huh.
Really? I don't believe it.
I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me.
Do you really think that? Again,
Uh-huh.
Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah. I do. If it's with you.
Here we go. The Raccoon.
The Raccoon.
It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tenacities as an fucking don't know what that word's supposed to say, Yuri. An ordinary human. There we go, I got it. What terrible handwriting. I gave the raccoon a piece of my bradoon. My subconscious, well aware of the fact of the consequences, well aware that the raccoon, that is Fadoon, will always come back for more. The exciting beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon. What? An urge? The raccoon. An urge. The moon in fucking do not know your handwriting, lady. The moon does blank. Its face and reflects that much more light of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon Fadoon. Excites the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited doon. As perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken a following Doon of me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry Doon more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows Doon me its excitement. A lush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. What a shit poem. What a shit poem.
The raccoon with the Bradoon and Excited Doon sounded like Pokemon. And I loved your little poem of the raccoon with the Bradoon. You could also maybe go to the fucking moon at this point. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. Was the raccoon a ghost? I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. You don't.
It's
It's
about
a bit closer to my preferred writing style. It's going to Jadoon, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery like cocoon and excited Doon, and conveying emotions through them with Bradoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something about a raccoon that had Bradoon and was excited Doon with different people, and it can relate to them in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for a raccoon to be excited Doon about Bradoon, and for me to indulge in any more unusual hobbies, like these sorts of things I'm usually forced to keeping myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Why do you keep them
Why
to
do-
yourself?
Because it's about fucking raccoons and they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me for my raccoon poems.
I just love raccoons. I keep writing them poems.
Yeah, I love making them, the imagery, the emotions, the metaphorical lines. Do you have any raccoon poems, Felicia, today?
Well, yeah, I guess I do.
I feel like everyone has a little raccoon or something like that. The best way we could do is respect each other and our individualities about raccoons. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable, like Bradoon. After all, I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness. I probably hate myself.
Oh, Jesus.
I might be ranting a little bit now. But I'm glad you're a good listener about my raccoon poem. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Felicia.
That's exaggerating a little bit.
It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now I almost feel like I look forward to talking about raccoons with you. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that.
It's nothing really. I just wanted to see your boobs. Well, Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Who should I show my poem to next?
Natsuki, Sayori, or Monica?
Who do you think? I chose Yuri, so you could choose this one. Voice in my head.
I guess I'll go for Toad.
Monica.
I mean Monica.
Monica.
Hi again, Felicia! How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that! As long as it's not going bad! I'm happy you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Nah, sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica.
Alright. This one's good! Feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read.
It's about a ghost.
Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? Here she likes to write about fucking raccoons.
I just plagiarized. Huh? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented.
Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe that raccoon poem. Romantic. She's like a totally different person who picks up a pen and just writes about raccoons.
I noticed that too. I noticed the raccoon thing as well. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her.
Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her because she's talking about raccoons. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what's going on in the headers? I think we know.
I hope you don't mean that in a bad way, you bitch.
No, of course not. I just meant it like she's a dick. I just meant I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that. You must be pretty into her.
You completely misunderstood why I put my fist down her throat earlier.
Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend.
Oh no, what, really?
Yeah, fictional one anyway.
Monica kind of whispers that last part to me.
It's just a hunch, but...
Well, there's nothing really wrong with that.
Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. It's about bears.
All right.
Let's take a look.
Let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me.
That could be taken anyway.
Huh. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
I guess just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just kind of a thing I've never really seen before, I guess. Maybe kind of, sort of, never. I don't know how to read.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I write is about magic. Really short lines. It makes it feel like you're trying to speak another language over the noise.
I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Magic! Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Don't write a poem. Oh, sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision, and you just don't want to write the poem. When that happens, just don't write the poem and don't forget to save your game.
Okay.
You never know when you might change your mind.
Feel like Monica's kind of breaking the fourth wall here a little bit. Just a little bit.
A little bit. Wink, wink.
Telling us to maybe save our game.
Yeah. Literally within the story.
You want to hear a tip about poems?
Save the game. Save the game.
Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about?
There we go.
I don't even know what I'm talking about. What am I even talking about?
Did you
That's
write
my
this
advice
game?
for today. Yeah, thanks for listening.
Who should I show my poem to next? Let's show it
You
to
pick.
Natsuki. She's gonna fucking hate it. Well, I had to admit it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this one at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to sound like you're forcing it unless you don't really suck at it. Honestly, don't bother writing poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stops short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. You're not trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? Keep your voice down. Holy fuck, shut up. You know Yuri would love this kind of angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean look like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I am so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. That's what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. She's no Yuri. Who should I show my poem to next? Sayori.
Sayori!
Oh god, my tone voice is stuck. Fuck.
I like this one, Felicia. It has some nice feelings in it.
I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's?
Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both.
That's not very helpful, you know.
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's the way I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah. Me neither.
Why don't you at least try giving it some thoughts?
You want to write something for me? That's so sweet!
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. By me, when I punch you. What?
What? Well, I don't really know what you mean by that, but I'll keep it in mind, or try to.
Well, whatever.
Felicia?
Whatever.
You kind of spaced out there.
No, I was looking at a dog.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad at the same time.
Happy
Happy.
and sad? Two things? Oh, I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow!
Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic.
Is it? Oh, maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Felicia. I should go write that down then.
You can read my poem now, okay?
Nah. Bottles! I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on a shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pulled them off from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, echo, echo inside my head. I really like that poem. That poem was ace.
It was actually really nice. It was nice, but
that
voice gave it like so many, it sounded dumb as fuck.
It was such an ace poem. Holy crap.
It was so good.
Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly creepy, just really weird and scary, and it's scary, terrifying. Really scary and terrifying. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks! I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic, that's why I learned.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah! Writing's the best! I'm gonna keep writing until I die!
Don't get ahead of yourself. You're shit at writing. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Oh, do we really have to go to something for the festival? Do something for the festival? Fuck you. It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? Simple as fuck. We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event.
Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're gonna be performing.
Performing?
Pee? Monica, I don't want to pee.
Yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Each of us are gonna choose a poem to recite during the event, and then piss. But the cool part is, we're also gonna let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you?
Oh, really, did ya? Do you really think it's that bad of an idea?
Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki here. I could never in my life do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys,
No, Sayori! I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kinda overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put up a good performance, then it'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
yeah.
It's about expressing your feelings. Oh,
It's about expressing your feelings,
Sayori,
being
are
true
you
to yourself.
okay?
Just a little cough, finding new horizons, and having fun.
that's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. You don't need to think I know it. We all do. And if it takes us standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it was too much to ask. I wasn't listening. I think Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll have to just get it over with.
Yeah, all right.
Wow, Sayori, you sound a lot like Toad sometimes.
But don't worry about it. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone's expectant faces.
I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously gonna be the death of me.
Oh, gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're gonna practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way!
Monica? This is too sudden. Well,
if you can recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Of course. Now let's see.
Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium.
The title of this poem is The Way They Fly.
Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. And finally, Monica finishes the recital thing. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica.
Thank you very much. I was just hoping to get a second example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori?
I'll go next.
Oh, damn, confidence.
Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Is that what that noise is? Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri!
It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this? Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structures that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. I don't know what that word means. It's up to me to save the situation. I am the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition that she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Wow.
Yuri, that was really good! Thank you for sharing!
Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay. I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops up out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled if you didn't notice.
Sayori.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think about what you're reciting to other people! Imagine you were saying it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own fucking head. It's your poem anyway, so you'll come out best that way. In your head, just don't say it out loud.
Oh, I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this poem on paper, I probably wouldn't thought much of it, but hearing it come out of Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant. when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Felicia liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be the other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work at all. It's just shit. And they might need a little more force behind them, like talent, depending on what you're reading, to get you through it.
Oh, I know what you mean. I think. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone.
The next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know.
Okay.
Now who's next? Natsuki!
Humph! Don't make me go before Felicia. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Felicia lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it.
Natsuki.
It's fine. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Ghosts, I begin. Ghosts are everywhere, I continue. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Ghosts! A third time I yell. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called, oh, why are you all looking at me?
Because you're presenting!
Humph! Anyway, this poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applesauce. She huffs back to her seat.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again.
Oh well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is, so...
Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea what it's like now. Well, make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting.
Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead.
That's fine too. Doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're bringing in all this effort for the club. makes me really happy.
Ah, yeah, no problem.
Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the rest of the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day.
I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this.
I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori or Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep.
Look at you two, always going home together like that.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it?
Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Felicia. You don't have to say anything.
Well, whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori.
Sorry, I was spacing out.
Been there? No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to...
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So, let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Oh boy, huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, what would we walk home with Sayori or would we walk home with Yuri? What would
Are we
do?
gonna lie to Sayori?
I don't know. Would we walk home with Yuri or would we stay home? Or I don't know. It's Yuri though. It's Yuri with her big intellect.
Yeah, big intellect. Yeah, but big. Yeah, let's go for her big intellect.
We'll walk home with Yuri. Yeah,
big IQs.
Okay.
Big IQs.
What? Walking home with Yuri? I just the thought of that make my heart pound. I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, you know, so...
Isn't she so beautiful and smart?
That has nothing to do with what I just said!
You admitted it.
Jeez. That's not even any point in speculating something that's never gonna happen.
Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know?
Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you've been seeing things in your head right now.
Sorry.
Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you.
If you say so.
The conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I just can't lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? And
Christ, we have recorded so much and it's flown by.
Who knows what will happen in the next episode?
Goodbye.
As we finish Doki Doki for another day.
Whoop whoop.